the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Yellow, on the line. Bandit.
They'll run on first down. Clinch it, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
My color. 53,
working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one complete to Smith. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point forthcoming. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He's got the completion to Strong. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get that one.
2nd and 4. Steps away to his left. Gets it to Strong. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Now a give running right. It's Cook. Room here to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, You got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Give him 16 yards on the play. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 11th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On 1st down, Pritchett. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll dump this off to Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's a gain of 12, 1st down. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver is able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Pope. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Back-to-back good plays. Have him on the move on first down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd down, Pritchett. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They'll run on first down. Pritchett. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away at 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pope. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
A gain of 15. And the Seahawks. 1st down.
He'll drop to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give. This is Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 20-yard touchdown as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Looking to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Running for it. Here's Cook.
How many times do we hear from coaches, get north and south as a runner, especially in short yardage situations? I'd say 3rd and 1 counts. That didn't happen there.
Instead, they went backwards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's 2nd and 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 8 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second and a yard at the 38-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. On first down, Pritchett. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm coming after you. Nice 7. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? I'm coming. Mike 50, Mike. Yellow. Hey, you're right.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. It's caught. Smith. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let go, defense.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. That's Edwards. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Pritchett. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Everyone got 4. Charlie. Hey, check my 50.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run on first down. Cook. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Go. Hey, one check. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
95. Check his Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 39 that time.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. Touchdown. That gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Go.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Ja'Kai Polite in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Carrying it out deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He may try and run for this. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Cook. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 20.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 21-yard line.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.